welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam from the Beauty Unit Reseller. I am a part-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and today I have a haul from Boutique by the Box. I have 3 boxes down here for 3 different hauls. I have never purchased from Boutique by the Box before, but I have seen videos where people have sourced from Boutique by the Box, and it does seem like the quality of the items that you receive is pretty good. So I wanted to try it, and there were a handful of brands that I was willing to try. They do small lots of new with tag inventory, and the price is a little high for the number of pieces that you get, but I figured if I could just dip my toe in the water, see how it goes, with a few different brands, that it could potentially be a good area for me to source from. I have done liquidation small lots before, so this is my 3rd time trying a small lot, just never from Boutique by the Box before. And like I said, I do have a few boxes here. Today, we're gonna unbox one of 2 because I've made 3 different purchases. One purchase was a combination of 2 boxes. One was 10 pieces from For Love and for Lemons, and the other was 10 pieces from Show Me Your MuMu, which they do formal wear dresses. But the catch with the MuMu dresses is that they are kind of nobody's perfect, I think is what they classify them as. So they may have some flaws like snags or little rips in the seams. I'm really nervous about that one. I've never purchased any lots before that were not expected to be in new condition, but these should be new with tags. I think they just have flaws. So I did watch someone else's YouTube video to see what those would be like. So this box will include both. I am going to split it into 2 different videos though. So if you are interested in seeing the For Love and for Lemons box, make sure to subscribe, and I will have that in another episode. But today I think we'll just go through the Show Me Your MuMu dresses and see what kind of quality those are, and if I made a mistake by buying the Nobody's Perfect lot. The trade-off for buying that is that it was substantially cheaper than the new with tag Show Me Your MuMu lot. So this was $139.98, and Boutique by the Box also does free shipping. So I got 10 items, so around $14 per item. Okay, so it does look like I just got a box with everything in it. Let me see if I can lift it a bit here so you can kind of see what it looks like. The clothes are just stacked in there, but there was a piece of paper over so that I didn't cut through it, and also kind of just to protect it a little bit from the damage of a cardboard box. Alright, so let's jump in. The first one is a champagne satin dress, and it has a halter neck style. All of the buttons are there, so that's good. And it looks like it does kind of go down into a low back, which is really pretty. And it is full length. Looking at it, I do see a snag in the fabric, which is why it would have been considered flawed. So you can see there, that snag. And unfortunately, it is on the front, but it is kind of down further, so it should be kind of past the hip area. So I obviously will disclose that in the listing, but for $14, I do think that this is still a good dress, good condition. This is a size small, and this isn't new with tags. I don't see any tags, so I will just be selling it either new without tags or pre-owned. But I think just because this is such a good classic color, a lot of brides are choosing champagne as their bridesmaid dress color. I think that this should be a popular piece regardless of the snag. The next piece, I can already see the snag right on the top of where it's been folded. So let's see where that is on the dress. So this is just like a pretty light pink, typical kind of tank top dress, and it is a maxi length. It does zip on the side, and this is a size extra small. And this one, the snag is pretty substantial, I will say. It is kind of like, again, a little past halfway down, but it looks like there's a snag here and then also here. So this one might be a little bit of a more difficult sell. This one I definitely would not classify as new without tags, just because those are some pretty substantial snags. But again, another color that might be popular for a bridesmaid dress. So hopefully someone, knowing that they're just going to be wearing this dress once, will pick it up for a lower price. All right, the next one is black and like a satin material. This one is not a maxi length. It looks like it would be a mini. And it also has the halter neck. This time it's like a stretchy band instead of a button. And it actually twists. That's kind of odd. I'll have to figure out how that goes because it looks like it's like twisting. This one's a size large, so a nice size. And looking at it, I don't see any snags. And the hemline seems fine, so I don't think it's been tailored. So I'm wondering if the flaw is that there's a twist in the halter neck. So I'll see if I can figure that out. But otherwise, I think this looks like it's in pretty good condition. Next up, we have a pretty kind of like sage light green color, which I know has been really popular this year. I can see that this one, I can say it's new without tags because it does have the plastic piece sticking out. No tag though. And this one looks to be a midi length dress with a square neckline and a cross in the back, which is really cute. I think that this style will be pretty trendy for this year. This one also does have snags in the fabric right there. So again, not ideal, but that one, because of the color, I don't feel like it's as quite as obvious as some of the others. So hopefully once I steam this and get it up on the mannequin here, that it'll look pretty good. And I do think, again, moving into spring and summer, a lot of people are looking for dresses to wear to weddings as wedding guests or as bridesmaids or just for, you know, formal events. Next we have, this one is the first one that actually does have tags on it, which I actually am a little disappointed. I did think that there would be flaws on the pieces, but I did think they were all new with tags, so I will double check that description. I could be wrong. This one is a double XL, so a good size. And this one looks like it is meant for weddings, so again, it's probably a bridesmaid's style. And I'm just trying to figure out how the straps go on this one. Ah, there we go. This one also has probably like a cowl neck, kind of drapey front. And it is a light gray color. I think it's around midi length. And crosses in the back as well with adjustable straps. And this one, oh, I see the flaw is a little stain here. So I will try to get that out. And hopefully if I can get that out, then this will be basically like a new with tag dress. The stain is around like halfway down in the front. So hopefully I can get that removed. It doesn't look too bad, so maybe if I can use a Tide pen, I can get that out without having to remove the tags. All right, next one is white, so I'm a little afraid of what the flaw is on a white dress. It is the same style as the one that I was just holding up, except this one is a satin material rather than a chiffon. And this one is a size small. The flaw, I think, is that there's something sticky on it. I'm not really sure what that is, but there is definitely, this is the bottom, and it's a little bit sticky here. And you can see that there is a little bit of snagging. So I might, since this one isn't new with tags, I might just run this through a light wash and see if that sticky goo or whatever comes out, because otherwise this is in pretty good condition. Like I said, there was some snagging in that spot, but that is at the bottom of the dress. With this being white, I would definitely tag this with bridal. I could definitely see a bride wearing this for their bridal shower or the rehearsal dinner. Or if you had like a less formal wedding, like if you eloped or if you did a destination wedding, I do think this would be a really pretty dress. Next one also has tags. This is the same style, has a drapey neckline and a cross in the back with adjustable straps. And this is in like a really light blue color. And I believe this is midi length. And I don't see any flaws just from a quick inspection. So this will be a good one. I'm happy about this not having a flaw. Again, there is kind of like a plastic piece where there should have been a tag, so maybe that's why it wasn't sold as part of their new with tag liquidation. But it does have this tag, so I will probably just remove the plastic piece and still sell this as new with tags. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. I think this will be a good profit for the $14 investment. I do believe Show Me Your MuMu dresses have a pretty wide scale of what they will sell for. I would imagine it's anywhere between like $40 to anywhere over $100. It just depends on the style and the condition. So some of these, the ones with the bigger snags, will probably be more towards that $35, $40, $50 range. But some of the ones that, if I can get the stain removed or that may just be missing tags, I do think I'll see a bigger sale price on. I did forget to say sizes for the last few. So the blue was a size large. The white was a size small. And the light gray one was the double XL. This next one, I can see the flaw right here. There looks to be some like, I don't know if that's a stain or just, I'm not quite sure. I'll have to look a little bit closer at that. But this is more of a substantial piece. It's a thicker, kind of heavier fabric, and it does have the tag. So this one is a square neckline, which is really trendy this year, and it's a pretty blue color. And like I said, the fabric is nice and thick, so I think it would be really flattering. This is a size extra small. And again, I think this is probably a midi length. And this one is a little bit more fitted with a long slit. So the flaw is kind of lower down on the dress. And it's really not that visible. So that one, I don't think I'll mess with. I will disclose that there's some markings, but I think if you were wearing this and moving around, I really don't think anyone would notice that. If you can't tell, I'm a little out of breath. So I am 7 months pregnant and expecting a little girl in spring. But if you hear me huffing and puffing a little bit, that is why. This is, I believe, the second to last piece. This one again is that kind of heavier fabric. It's a chiffon, and this one does have a tag attached. This one is another square neckline, but it's a little different from the last one we just looked at, just because it's more of a chiffon material. It's more flowy, and it also kind of goes down to like a flared skirt, so that's fun. And it is kind of like a taupe color. I can see the flaw here. Looks like there's probably some foundation there, like a makeup stain or something. So again, hopefully I can get that out, because otherwise I think this looks like it's in good condition. It has these like bows attached to the sleeves, so it's probably a convertible style. And it has the smocked back, so an easier fit. And then it also comes with a matching belt, so you could either cinch it at the waist, or, and actually that belt could cover that makeup stain since it's kind of right at the chest area, but hopefully I can get that stain out. Okay, and this is the last piece. Again, it's that champagne color, but this one looks to be a different style. It looks to be similar to the one we just held up. This one is new with tags, and it is the same style. So it's got these bows at the sleeves, and this one I did not see a belt with it. It has that square neckline, and then is a midi length with a ruffle at the bottom and a slit. Let's see if I can see a flaw on here. I don't see a flaw, so what I'm thinking is that this one is probably missing the belt that goes with it. But I really don't think this style needs more going on, especially if you are wearing this as a wedding guest and not as a bridesmaid. So I think that this one should do pretty well as well. So for $14 a piece, I really do think I'll make a good profit off of this box. The full price liquidation small lot, I believe, came around more around that $25 per piece mark. So if I can get some of those two stains out, I do think that those will sell pretty well. The one without the belt I think is perfectly fine, and I do think that some of those will sell just as much as if it had no flaws. Some of the ones with the pulling in the fabric will be a little bit of a harder sell, but I think this is the perfect time to start listing some of those items as we do move into spring and summer and fall, for weddings, just people who are looking for bridesmaids dresses or wedding guest dresses at a much better price. So even with a discounted price, I do think the $14 was still a good cost of goods, and I will have to report back after maybe like a quarter and see how well these dresses are selling. I have had good luck in the past selling bridesmaids dresses. I like to pick up Jenny Yu or some of the easier ones too, like Azazi or those really more mainstream dress types, and they do sell well. So I am excited to try Show Me Your MuMu. This is the first time I will be selling this brand, so I'm excited to see how it goes. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I have 3 other boxes that I'm going to unbox. I have For Love and For Lemons, I have a Ted Baker box, and then a Legence box. So if you are interested in seeing me unbox those boutique by the box small lots, definitely subscribe and stick around for the next video. And if you like this one, definitely give it a like. That'll help me out with the algorithm and to grow my channel. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.